The Faculty of Science in the Delta State University, Abraka, yesterday organized its 7th International Conference with the goal of unleashing the potentials of science for innovative and transformative economic diversification. Quest Emmanuel Okolosi has the details.
The 7th International Conference of the Faculty of Science, Delta State University, Abraka, began with the procession of principal officers of the institution. In his welcome address, the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor Augustine Atonuje, stated that the gathering of intellectuals will enable the building of productive dialogue among participants of various institutions of higher learning across the country and the entire globe.
This gathering of intellectuals today will enable the building of productive dialogue among participants of different institutions and research centers.
Professor Andy Eguyenga, the Vice Chancellor of the Delta State University, Abraka, declaring the event open, stated that innovation could truly unleash the potentials of science.
One thing should be noted, the fact that we should congratulate ourselves for what we have done with respect to cutting-edge research, being competitive with other universities around the world. But there is a lacuna, there is a space that is left, which continues to prick the conscience of every committed scientist. If our research cannot make impact and even create employment for the youth, then science would have been in vain. And that is what we are trying to address, how science can be more functional and can address the practical problems of the populace.
In his lecture, the keynote speaker, Professor Nithya Chetty, Dean of Science, University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, speaking on the theme, stated that universities in Nigeria should produce employable graduates, adding that innovation is a key to achieving the transformative diversification feat, particularly with the right environment.
We need to create more employable graduates. There's no question about it. If you look at the situation in the United Kingdom currently, only about 2% of PhD graduates are absorbed into the higher education system. We need to change the culture, the thinking, the environment that supports innovation. Innovation needs to be brought much more into the mainstream of our universities. It should not be a part-time activity that's left to only a handful, a sprinkling of individuals that do some of this in their part-time over weekends and over holiday time.
The lead speaker, Emeritus Professor Ikena Onido, speaking on science research and economic development, stated that the government has not really done much in terms of supporting Nigerian institutions in making quality researches in the country.
The only body that funded research, has been funding research for the last 3 or 4 years, is State Fund. And it is only 5 billion. 5 billion divided by 1,200 naira, you can get the equivalent of this money in dollars for a country of 220 million people and 260 universities. It's like a drop in an ocean. You see, the thing about research, the thing about innovation is that if you do not build up to the critical mass, then all the effort you are making is wasted.
The business canvas model of the Faculty of Science, Delta State University, Abraka, was presented, where items such as wine, candy, pie were showcased. Emmanuel Okolosi for Quest News.